Hello everybody and welcome. I'm so happy that you're here for this week's edition of Dr. Bonnie Delivers. And this week we have a guest coachee who's in-house. So I don't have to deal with all the technological crap that's been happening lately. So I'm really excited about that. I will introduce Mary in a minute. We're going to be doing a live coaching session. And basically the issue is Mary learned this wonderful process about a year ago, but she's been too afraid to put that out there, to offer it, not feeling courageous enough to offer this wonderful thing that she's learned how to do. So we're going to work through that hump. I want to also say though that to do live coaching like this does take courage. So she's already demonstrating courage, so we're going to see where we go with that today. If you know of someone who you think might be interested in this video while we're still live, go ahead and share it now, because I'd love to have some people watching, and if you have comments, put them in the feed. If we see them, we'll answer them at the time. If we don't happen to see them because we're in the middle of the process, we will answer them after the fact. So definitely put in any questions that you can think of. Oh, hi to Marlo. And so, in case you don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's Kick-Ass Coach and the owner of Empowerment Coaching. I'm a clinical psychologist with almost 30 years experience of helping people deal with their issues. So, and I certainly as a human being have dealt with a fair number of issues myself. So, most of them lately technological in nature. But who I work with are frazzled business owners, entrepreneurs, and others who need some help getting over their overwhelm so that they can again enjoy their life and their work. So that's what I do. And if you want to stick with me till the end, I will share with you how you could become a guest coachee just like Mary is on this show. So welcome, Mary. I'm so happy that you're here.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome, awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about what it is you want to work on? Give us some backstory.
Sure, be happy to. About a year ago, last October, I took a facilitator training in a process called soul collage. And short version of soul collage is you pull magazine pictures out and you put them together in the card, and there's a message in the card that you know nothing about, and it tells you a story of something that you need to know. And I took the class because I thought it would be nice to get together with women and do this process. And then something came along and said, well, who are you? You don't know enough about it. And so my soul collage cards have been sitting there just waiting. So I came to the kick-ass coach for some ass kicking. How's that?
There we go. And what I like to tell people about the kick-ass part of it is, it's not so much that I kick people's ass, but more that when they're done, they'll go, that was so kick-ass, because now they're done with whatever it was that was keeping them stuck. They can move forward again, you know, really manifesting the gifts that they've been given here on earth. So, if you were going to say, well, I'm going to read this little part that you sent on your application, because I think it might help us drill down to where we need to start.
Okay.
You said, I think deep down, my fear may lie in getting out in a group of people and not being able to handle a situation that may come up, and or people questioning my qualifications to lead a group, or maybe more deeply, learning to develop more fully my ability to facilitate by increasing my trust in my guidance and intuition. So when you hear that, what do you notice in your body, and what words there resonate for you? Because that's going to be our entry point.
It sounds so true. I mean, I listen to that and I think, well, that person already knows herself. She should be able to get out there and do that. What's my problem?
Okay, all right. So when you say that, what's my problem? Where in your body do you notice that? Where does that kind of sit, that problem?
Probably middle.
Middle?
Middle, yeah.
All right, okay. So what I want to start with is I want you to just breathe right into the middle. You can close your eyes. Nice deep belly breaths. Every breath you inhale, illuminating that whole issue. And you're just the curious observer. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to fix anything. You're just observing. And every breath you exhale, blowing away some of that dusty old belief system that does not serve you. keep those breaths going. There you go. Yeah. Just allowing and receiving. All the wisdom you need is within. And what do you notice?
I notice my shoulders are tight.
Shoulders are tight. All right.
Yep.
So I want you to breathe into your shoulders. And I'd like you to give your shoulders a voice. What is it that they want to say to you?
You put too much weight on me.
You put too much weight on me. Do you know what that means?
Nope.
All right. So again, go into Curious Observer. And I want you to ask them, tell me more about that. What does that mean? I put too much weight on you. Just breathe and listen.
I want to fly and you keep me tied down.
Ah, I want to fly. All right. So we're going to go two directions with that. I want you to start with the I want to fly and breathe into that. And just see what that would look like, that flight. Free, unencumbered.
Ooh, my shoulders are relaxing already.
Beautiful. Yeah. Just keep breathing into that. So now you know what that feels like, that flight, that freedom. Awesome. So now I want you to shift gears a little bit, because the second part of that was, you keep me tethered. And I want you to tune into the part of you that's the you that keeps that part that wants to be free, tethered. And when you've located that part of you, let me know.
I don't know if I have the words for it, but it feels like it's too scary to go out in public.
Too scary to go out in public. All right. And about how old does that part who feels too scared seem?
Little.
Okay. All right. So I want you to just connect with that little part of you that's too scared to go out in public. And I want you to just see in your mind's eye the things that scared her about being out in public.
Well, I don't think I want to go into all the gory details.
Yep.
But probably a lack of trust.
Lack of trust.
Yep.
There you go. And where in your body do you feel that lack of trust? Where did that get stored?
I think the middle.
Middle. All right.
Part.
Yeah. So I want you to just focus very tenderly on that part of your body. Just breathing in healing golden light to that mistrust that's got stuck there. Just seeing that mistrust bathed in that healing golden light. And I want to speak through you to that little part of you that is mistrusting. Honey, I know you're afraid that it's not safe to be out in the world because you had experiences that taught you that. And it's important that we honor those experiences. But it's also important that you realize that Mary is now an adult, fully grown, fully capable of taking good care of you. And I'd like to ask you, how do you feel about adult Mary taking good care of you, the child?
I like it.
I like it. All right.
It feels safe.
Good. Yeah. Breathe into that safety. Every breath moving that safety throughout the cells of your body. Rewiring, recalibrating, until every cell sings with safety. And when that feels like it's complete, you can let me know.
Feels good.
Wonderful. And I'd like you to scan your body from head to toe and see if there are any areas of discomfort.
I just did that and I tried to melt them.
Okay. So you can just breathe into them. And if there's anything we need to know about them, they can have a voice. And if they're simply ready to melt, that's fine too.
It feels good to let go.
Yes. It feels good to let go. Just breathing into that. Truly knowing what that feels like, right down to your core. Relaxing and releasing, allowing. And I'd like you to take that feeling and imagine yourself in a group setting.
Uh-oh, edgy.
Edgy, yeah. So breathe into that edge. And I'd like you to just ask that edge, why are you here? Where did you come from? What do I need to know?
Old habit.
Old habit. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, Mary the adult, are you ready to release that old habit that does not serve you?
That's why I'm here.
Yes. Okay, breathe into that. And as you say that, that's why I'm here. What do you feel?
Kind of a glow of positivity.
Ah, wonderful. Yeah. So just breathe into that glow. The same way your breath can fan the flames of a fire. Your breath increasing that glow. And when that feels solid, you can let me know. Wonderful.
Feels good.
Good. Now I'd like you to again imagine being in a group, and you're facilitating that group through their own process with collage. Just maintaining that feeling. And the word that just popped into my head is trust.
The word that came to me was fun.
Fun. Awesome. Awesome. Perhaps in trusting the process, the fun ensues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, scan your body and see if there are any areas not quite on board with this image yet.
Getting there.
Getting there, yeah. So if you were going to give it a percentage, what percent complete would you say it is?
Probably about 75 to 80.
75 to 80. Okay, great. And I'd like you to check in with that 20 to 25% that remains. And I'd like you to just ask it to tell you about it. What's there? What constitutes that 20 to 25% that's remaining?
It sits in my shoulder.
In your shoulder, left shoulder. All right? So, I want you to just listen to that left shoulder. Having a conversation.
It's not quite sure it can keep up with the rest of it.
Ah. So tell us about keeping up. What does keeping up look like?
It's the trust thing again. I think that's where the untrustingness is stuck.
There we go. Yes. So just focus right there. Untrustingness. Just breathe into that. Yeah. So allowing the arms to relax. And I'd like to thank that shoulder for holding that untrustingness for so long. It needed to be somewhere because of things that happened in the past. But the present is different. So I'd like to ask you, what do you need in order to release that remaining part of untrustingness? What's needed?
Freedom from the job it took on to protect my heart.
Okay, all right, okay. So let's shift your attention to your heart, your kind and loving heart. And when we're young, our heart is wide open. It's willing, it's receptive, and then we get hurt. And it begins to close off. But I'd like to ask your heart to again be willing to open. Because it's in that openness that all the magic happens. It's at that edge of scary where things begin to change and transform. Just breathing into that and observing. And what's happening in your heart?
Latched onto the word magic.
Ah, like that word?
Like that word.
Awesome, yep.
And it would like a little bit more magic in my life.
Beautiful, beautiful. So breathe in the magic. It's there, it's available. It's always been there. But because heart was closed, the magic couldn't enter. Now in beginning to open, more and more magic can enter.
I support that. I like it.
Beautiful. Yep. So breathe that into its full existence, full possibility. And I'd like to ask heart a question. Now that you are open, there will still be things that happen that are scary or hurtful. Are you willing to stay open despite those?
I got a resounding yes.
Beautiful. Awesome. So I want you to celebrate that yes. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yep.
All right. And I'd like you to check back in with the shoulder.
Ooh, it's fluid. It's soft.
Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. And again, scan your body from head to toe. Any areas of discomfort, even if they seem minute.
It seems pretty fluid.
All right. So I'd like you to say something and just pay attention to the reaction in your body. I am a soul collage facilitator.
Ooh.
You say it.
A little electrical vibration.
Okay.
Actually quite playful.
All right, awesome. So see if you can put those words out there for yourself. Claim them.
I can let go of where I was at and move into this new place that offers magic and moonlight and fun
Yes.
and community. And I like it.
Wonderful. Yeah. Are you able to say it as an I am? I am.
I am. Woo. Give me a minute to take the step.
You got it. Take all the time you need.
I can do this. I am a soul collage facilitator. And I enjoy doing the work with people and watching them play and grow and facilitating a community of people who enjoy being together to learn.
And so it is.
So mote it be.
Yes. Breathe it in. Let that settle into every cell of your being. And then let it move beyond the perimeter of your body, filling your auric field, so that as you move through your earth walk, that message is there for all to see.
It's out there. It's not quite neon lights yet.
That's okay. That's okay. Even if it's just a light you can flip on and off, that's we're heading in the right direction.
Yep.
Yep. Awesome.
Yep.
How does that feel?
I just had this moment where I felt like I was looking forward to taking that step.
How cool is that?
Yeah, really.
Awesome.
Wow.
Wonderful.
That's very different from standing at the doorway and not even wanting to open the door.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
And that was all within you. It's all there. You have everything you need.
Thank you. It was lovely.
Rock on. Cool, cool. So, could you talk a little bit about what was helpful?
I know you were talking me through a process, but it didn't feel invasive. It felt inviting and like you brought the answers out in me that were already there.
They're already there. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm not the guru. I have a friend who says, Guru, G, you are you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All I do is hold space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, and it felt very safe. Very safe. So it was nice.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. What could I have done differently? What would have facilitated you better? Because I'm always open to growing too.
I can't think of anything right now. Maybe next time there'll be something else. I don't know.
Could very well be.
But for right now, my shoulder is relaxed. My neck is relaxed. I feel more settled inside of myself with regards to doing this process. And it's not like a warning sign when I think about it.
Wonderful.
So I seem to have passed that.
Wonderful.
So I might still call on you for the next step.
Absolutely. Not a problem. Not a problem. But this was a significant step forward.
Yes. Yeah, it feels very different.
Woohoo! That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So, those of you who are watching, if you have comments or things that you think might be questions you have either from myself or from Mary about what her process was like, put them in the post. We'll see. I see Lori is here and I see Patrick's here. Hi guys. When you were coming in today, can you give me a sense of how you were feeling about what, because you had watched the video of me working with Morgan, and what was your thought process in terms of what it would be like to do this?
Well, my first thought was, you're not going to do that. And the other side said, oh yeah, watch me.
Well, and like I said in the beginning, I think it does take a lot of bravery and willingness to be vulnerable to do this work.
Well, and I think a part of me knew I want to do this work. It was just getting unstuck.
Yes.
And I guess instinctively I knew I needed help getting through that stuck place.
Yes.
And then now I can take the steps to do what I thought I wanted to do last year.
Yes.
So.
And miigwech to you for being brave enough to do this, to know you well enough to say, I'm going to do this.
Well, that's one of the cool things about getting older. You don't fight quite as hard as you used to when you were young.
Exactly. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, fine. I got to go there.
That's right. Exactly. I'm smart enough to know better.
Yes. Well, and if any of you would like to go there, I'm always looking for people who are willing to do what Mary just did and spend some time with me and let me hold space for you to work through whatever is keeping you stuck from being the big, bold, beautiful person you're here to be. Many people, I think, are living really attenuated lives. Mary Kay Ash, who's one of my mentors, said, too many people die not having their song sung. And again, we don't want you to be that person. We want you to get to where you want to get to. So I'd love to work with you live on an issue that's important to you. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in doing or you want more information about it, just private message me on this Facebook page, or you can send me an email. My email address is bonnie@empowermentandpurpose.com. And I can give you more information about it or ease your fears about it, since it is one of those scary kinds of things. Also, if you'd like to work with me privately, I do offer a variety of programs. I have a 3-month program, 6-month, and 1-year program. I do have some coaching packages that are kind of a one-shot deal if someone wants to get to know me. Hi, Linda. So it's a way to stick your... There are those people who jump. I'm one of those. I dive off the diving board and then go, oh, I hope there's water down there. But there are the other people who like to stick their toe in first and just get a sense. I actually had someone call me the other day and say, I want to work with you. I've been following you for a year. So I know that there are people who are watching right now who may not be ready right now, which is absolutely fine. But do watch the videos that we're posting that kind of give you a sense of how the work might go for you, and ask whatever questions that you want to ask. So I am going to challenge Mary now. I gave her a little heads up on this, but I'm going to challenge Mary now. If someone wanted to experience the work that you offer, how would they go about reaching you?
Well, my plan is to take a refresher course in October and then start with a small group of people in January after the holidays are over. And what I want to do is have them over to my house, and we'll just sit around my big dining room table and we'll cut out pictures and we'll laugh and we'll talk and drink wine. And
that sounds good to me.
glue these stories together, and then we're just going to play storytelling. And then eventually, as I learn more, probably start offering some classes, maybe at the Arts Center in Escanaba, and who knows, a group of women might want to, or men, participate.
Yep.
So.
What popped into my head was maybe some couples. So you get three couples together and you do this work together, or a group of sisters or whoever. So I did tag Mary on this video, so if you want to connect with her, her name will be on there. I'll also put some information in the feed so that if you want to ask questions, etc., I can make it a little easier for you to access us. So, anything else you would like to say?
Well, if you're interested in soul collage, you can check it out online. Very interesting information. A lot of people haven't heard about it, but it's a pretty cool process, and it's amazing what happens in a group.
Yeah, it's amazing what you know that you don't think you knew.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. All right, so that's it for this week's Dr. Bonnie Delivers. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's Kick-Ass Coach, and remember, we're all capable of far more than we think we are.